Hey, you can download the Expert Advisor that is built in this video and use it for your own AI codebase by clicking on the link below.
In this video, we are going to create an expert advisor that uses the stochastic oscillator to generate buy and sell signals based on oversold and overbought conditions. Let's see how we can do that. We start Metaeditor by clicking the little icon or pressing F4. This opens the Metaeditor window where we can write our MQL code. The code begins with the OnTick function, which is called every time a new tick arrives for the symbol we are trading. Inside this function, we first create an empty string variable called signal. This string will store whether we have a buy or sell signal based on our stochastic analysis. Next, we create two dynamic arrays to hold the K-line and D-line values from the stochastic oscillator. These arrays are named KArray and DArray, both declared as double arrays to store decimal values. We then use ArraySetAsSeries to sort both arrays from the current candle downwards. The first parameter is the array we want to sort, and the second parameter true indicates we want the array sorted in reverse order, with the most recent candle at index 0. Now we define our stochastic oscillator using the iStochastic function. This function takes several parameters: the symbol we are trading, represented by _symbol, the time frame, _period, the K period, 5, the D period, 3, the slowing period, 3, the moving average method, mode_SMA, and the price field, SDO_low-high. The function returns an integer handle that we store in stochastic definition. We then use copybuffer to fill our arrays with the actual stochastic values. For the KArray, we use copybuffer with the stochastic definition handle, buffer index 0, which corresponds to the K-line, starting from the current candle, 0, copying 3 candles worth of data, and storing it in KArray. Similarly, we copy the D-line values into DArray using buffer index 1. With our arrays populated, we calculate the current candle's K and D values by accessing index 0 of each array. K value 0 holds the current K-line value, and D value 0 holds the current D-line value. We also calculate the previous candle's values by accessing index 1, storing them in K value 1 and D value 1 respectively. For the buy signal, we first check if both the current K and D values are below 20, indicating an oversold condition. If this condition is met, we then check if the K-line has crossed above the D-line from below. This is determined by checking if the current K value is greater than the current D value, K value 0, D value 0, while the previous K value was less than the previous D value, K value 1, D value 1. When both conditions are true, we set the signal string to buy. For the sell signal, we check if both the current K and D values are above 80, indicating an overbought condition. If this is true, we then verify if the K-line has crossed below the D-line from above. This occurs when the current K value is less than the current D value, K value 0, D value 0, while the previous K value was greater than the previous D value, K value 1, D value 1. When these conditions are satisfied, we set the signal string to sell. Finally, we use the comment function to display the current signal on the chart. The comment function outputs text in the top left corner of the chart, showing signal, followed by whatever value is stored in our signal variable. After writing all this code, we press F7 to compile it. If there are no errors, the compilation will complete successfully. If this was too fast for you, or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you might want to check out the premium course on our website, or watch one of the basic videos first. Now we go back to Metaeditor by pressing F4 or clicking on the icon. Back in Metaeditor, we press Ctrl and R to start the strategy tester. We pick the expert advisor that we have just created, enable the visual mode, and start a strategy test. Then we should see the expert advisor on the chart, displaying buy and sell signals based on the stochastic oscillator conditions. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, you can send us an email. In this video, we have learned how to create an expert advisor that uses the stochastic oscillator to identify potential buy and sell opportunities based on oversold and overbought conditions. You have coded an expert advisor yourself with a few lines of MQL code that monitors the K and D lines of the stochastic indicator and generates signals when specific crossover conditions occur in extreme zones. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.